Imagine this. You walk into a room full of people, strangers, people you don't know. Maybe it's a party. Maybe it's a business meeting. Doesn't matter. Now, imagine that the moment you step in, people notice you. They turn their heads. They pay attention. Not because you are rich, not because you have a fancy title, not because you have anything material to show, but because of something much stronger. Your presence, your energy, your words, the way you carry yourself, the way you make people feel when you talk to them. How powerful would that feel? Think about it. No more feeling nervous. No more awkward silences. No more watching from the corner while others shine. Because here's the truth. Talking to anyone, connecting with anyone, making people like you, it's not a secret. And it's not about luck. It's about skills. Social skills. Confidence. Presence. And today, in this journey, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Step by step. So that you can walk into any room and instantly become someone people notice, respect, and remember. Chapter 1. The Power of First Impressions. Chapter 1 is all about first impressions. We all know the saying, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And it's true. The first few seconds when you meet someone can decide how they see you forever. Whether it's a job interview, a new friend, a business meeting, or even a date. The first impression shapes your social and professional life. People judge your confidence, your energy, and your trustworthiness very quickly, often in less than a minute. That's why there's something called the 30-second rule. In the first 30 seconds, your body language, your eyes, and your smile do most of the talking. Body language. Stand tall, shoulders back, don't cross your arms. Show you are open and confident. Eye contact. Look people in the eye, but don't stare. It shows confidence and honesty. Smile. A simple, genuine smile makes people feel comfortable and drawn to you. These small changes are simple, but they are powerful. Just by adjusting the way you walk in, the way you stand, and the way you look at people, you instantly become more approachable and likable. Remember, it's not about trying too hard. It's about being aware and showing your best self from the very first moment. When you master the first impression, doors open more easily. People trust you faster, conversations flow smoother, and opportunities come your way naturally. Chapter 2. The Confidence Mindset. Chapter 2 is about confidence, the kind that makes people notice you, respect you, and want to be around you. Confidence is not just about talking loudly or showing off. True confidence comes from inside you. It's an inner belief that you are enough, that you have value, and that you can handle life's challenges. When you feel confident inside, it shows on the outside. Your posture becomes stronger. Your voice becomes calm and steady. Your presence becomes magnetic. People feel drawn to you without even knowing why. So how do you build this inner confidence? It starts with daily habits. Positive self-talk. Start your day by telling yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I can handle anything. Even if it feels strange at first, it works. Small wins. Set small, achievable goals every day. When you accomplish them, your confidence grows. Preparation. Whether it's a meeting, a date, or a social event, being prepared reduces fear and makes you feel in control. Now, one of the biggest things that kills confidence is fear of rejection. Everyone faces it. Everyone feels it. But here's the truth. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's just a part of life. The key is to shift your mindset. See rejection as feedback, not failure. Learn from it and move forward. The more you face it, the less power it has over you. When you cultivate this confidence mindset, you don't just feel better about yourself. You become someone others naturally respect, listen to, and enjoy being around. Remember, confidence is like a magnet. The more you carry it inside, the more people are drawn to you outside. Chapter 3. Mastering Small Talk. Chapter 3 is about small talk, the skill that makes starting a conversation feel easy, natural, and even fun. Many people think small talk is boring or meaningless. But here's the truth. Small talk is the bridge to deeper, meaningful connections. It's how you break the ice, show interest, and make people feel comfortable around you. So, how do you start conversations effortlessly? It starts with being curious and approachable. A simple greeting, a friendly smile, or a question about the surroundings can open the door to a full conversation. There are 3 key topics that almost everyone responds to positively. 1. People themselves. Ask about their day, their work, or their hobbies. People love talking about themselves. 2. Shared environment. Comment on where you are, the event, or even the weather in a light and interesting way. 3. Current events or common interests, movies, sports, or trending topics that are safe and relatable. Once you've started the conversation, the goal is to turn small talk into meaningful interaction. How? Listen actively. Show genuine interest. Nod, smile, and ask follow-up questions. Share a small personal story or opinion. It helps people relate to you. Find common ground. When you discover something you both enjoy or care about, the conversation naturally becomes deeper. Remember, small talk is not about impressing anyone. It's about making people feel comfortable, seen, and heard. When you master this, you can walk into any room and start conversations with ease, opening doors to friendships, opportunities, and even influence. Chapter 4. Listening like a pro. Chapter 4 is about listening, and why it is one of the most powerful social skills you can have. Most people think being a good speaker is the key to connecting with others. But the truth is, listening is often even more important than talking. When you listen carefully, people feel respected, understood, and appreciated. That feeling creates trust and connection faster than words ever can. So how do you listen like a pro? Here are some simple techniques for active listening. 1. Give full attention. Look at the person, put away distractions, and focus completely on what they are saying. 2. Show you are listening. Nod, smile, or give small verbal responses like "I see" or "That's interesting." 3. Ask follow-up questions. This shows curiosity and that you value their thoughts. 4. Reflect back, repeat or summarize what they said in your own words to show understanding. Active listening does more than make conversations better. It also builds influence in subtle ways. People naturally like those who make them feel heard. They are more open to your ideas and opinions. Your social presence grows without you having to dominate the conversation. Remember, listening is not just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about truly understanding the other person. When you master listening, you don't just communicate, you connect. And that connection is the foundation of trust, influence, and lasting relationships. Chapter 5. Body language. Secrets. Chapter 5 is about body language, the secret tool that communicates more than words ever can. Even before you speak, people notice how you carry yourself. Your posture, gestures, and facial expressions send signals about who you are and how confident you feel. The good news: once you understand these signals, you can use body language to command attention and respect. Here are some simple ways to communicate confidence through body language. 1. Posture. Stand tall, shoulders back, and chest slightly out. Avoid slouching. Good posture instantly makes you look confident. 2. Gestures. Use your hands naturally when you talk. Avoid fidgeting or crossing your arms. It can make you seem closed off or nervous. 3. Facial expressions. Smile genuinely. Keep your face relaxed and show interest when others speak. Eye contact is key. Look people in the eyes, but don't stare. Body language is also about reading others. Pay attention to crossed arms or legs may mean discomfort or resistance. Leaning in shows interest and engagement. Fidgeting or looking away may indicate nervousness or distraction. When you understand both giving and reading body language, you gain a huge advantage in social interactions. You can make people feel comfortable, confident, and drawn to you, all without saying a single word. Remember, words matter, but your body speaks louder than your words. Master your body language, and you master a powerful part of social influence. Chapter 6. The Art of Compliments. Chapter 6 is about compliments, a simple tool that can create instant connection and trust. Giving compliments may sound easy, but if done wrong, it can feel fake or awkward. The key is to be genuine. People can tell when a compliment comes from the heart, and that authenticity makes a big difference. Here's how to give compliments without sounding fake. 1. Be specific. Instead of saying, "You look nice," try, "That color really suits you," or "I like the way you explained that idea." Specific compliments feel real. 2. Keep it short and natural. Don't overdo it. A simple line is enough. 3. Focus on effort or qualities, not just appearance. Compliment skills, work, creativity, or kindness. People remember it more. Compliments are powerful because they build rapport and social power. People feel good about themselves around you. They naturally like and trust you more. You create positive energy that draws people in. You can also use compliments to create memorable connections. Compliment someone's insight in a conversation. It shows you are paying attention. Compliment a team member's effort at work. It shows respect. Compliment a friend's style or personality. It strengthens your bond. Remember, a well-placed compliment is not just polite. It's a tool for influence. When used wisely and sincerely, it makes people feel valued and makes you unforgettable. Chapter 7. Conversation. Hooks and stories. Chapter 7 is about conversation hooks and stories, the secret tools that make people stop, listen, and remember you. Good conversations are not just about questions and answers. Stories grab attention. They make people feel, relate, and remember. The trick is to tell stories that are simple, interesting, and relatable. Here's how to tell stories that captivate any audience. 1. Start with a hook. Begin your story with something surprising, funny, or intriguing. For example, "I will never forget the time I," or "You won't believe what happened when." 2. Keep it short and clear. Don't go into too many details. Stick to the main points that make the story engaging. 3. Add emotion. People connect with feelings. Show excitement, humor, curiosity, or even a little frustration. It makes the story human. Next is crafting conversation hooks. A hook is a small, attention-grabbing statement or question that makes people lean in and want to hear more. Examples. Have you ever experienced something that completely surprised you? I just discovered a trick that changed how I. Hooks create curiosity and keep the conversation alive. Finally, you can turn everyday experiences into engaging anecdotes. Notice small, interesting events in your life and think about how to share them in a fun way. Relate your experiences to the other person's interests. Make ordinary moments memorable with a little humor, reflection, or insight. Remember, stories are powerful because they make you human, relatable, and memorable. When you master hooks and storytelling, conversations stop being ordinary. They become exciting and magnetic. Chapter 8. Social Intelligence. Chapter 8 is about social intelligence, the ability to understand people, read situations, and act in a way that creates connection and influence. Being socially intelligent is not about being fake or manipulative. It's about being aware, observing carefully, and adjusting yourself so that interactions are smooth and positive. First, let's talk about social cues and dynamics. These are small signs people give through words, tone, and body language. Facial expressions tell you how someone is feeling. Tone of voice shows mood or interest. Body posture can indicate openness or discomfort. By noticing these cues, you can understand how others feel and respond appropriately. Next is adapting your behavior for different personalities. Some people are outgoing and talkative. Match their energy but don't overpower them. Some people are quiet or shy. Give them space and gently draw them into conversation. Some people are analytical or detail-oriented. Focus on facts and logic rather than emotion. Finally, reading the room is a critical skill. Pay attention to the general mood. Are people relaxed, serious, or stressed? Notice who is engaged and who is not. This helps you decide who to approach, when, and how. Adjust your conversation style based on the setting and energy of the group. Remember, social intelligence is about awareness and adaptability. When you understand people and situations, you communicate more effectively, avoid awkward moments, and naturally gain respect and influence. Chapter 9. Humor and Charm. Chapter 9 is about humor and charm, two tools that make people instantly like you and enjoy being around you. Humor is powerful because it disarms tension. A well-timed joke or a light comment can make people relax, open up, and feel comfortable in your presence. But not all humor works. The goal is to be witty, not awkward. So what's the difference? Witty humor is clever, light, and inclusive. It makes people smile and feel good. Awkward humor can feel forced, mean, or inappropriate, and it pushes people away. Charm is more than humor. It's about energy, attitude, and how you make others feel. Charming people are warm, attentive, and confident. They make others feel valued and interesting. Here's how charm multiplies your influence. People naturally enjoy being around you. They are more likely to trust and listen to you. Your presence makes conversations and gatherings more enjoyable, and people remember you. Remember, humor and charm are skills you can practice. Observe how others respond, be genuine, and adjust your energy. When you use them correctly, you become magnetic. Someone people want to talk to, collaborate with, and follow. Chapter 10. Handling awkward situations. Chapter 10 is about handling awkward situations, because no matter how skilled you are socially, awkward moments will happen. The key is how you respond. First, let's talk about recovering gracefully from social missteps. If you say something wrong, don't panic. A simple apology or light comment like, "Oops, that didn't come out right," can smooth things over. Keep your tone calm and relaxed. People are forgiving when you stay composed. Next, diffusing tension or conflict is an important skill. Listen first before reacting. Understanding the other person's perspective lowers tension. Speak with calm confidence. Avoid arguing or raising your voice. Use humor or a friendly comment if appropriate. It can lighten the mood. Finally, learn to turn mistakes into opportunities for connection. Showing vulnerability makes you human and relatable. A small mistake handled with grace can actually make people like you more. Share a brief story of a past awkward moment. It can create laughter and connection. Remember, awkward situations are not failures. They are chances to show your confidence, your calmness, and your social skills. Handle them well, and you turn uncomfortable moments into opportunities for trust, respect, and even friendship. Chapter 11. Networking. Like a pro. Chapter 11 is about networking, the skill of making meaningful, lasting connections in both your personal and professional life. Networking is not just about exchanging business cards or adding contacts online. It's about building real relationships that are valuable to both sides. Here's how to make lasting connections. 1. Be genuinely interested. Ask questions, listen, and show curiosity about the other person. People remember those who make them feel heard. 2. Remember names and details. Using someone's name in conversation shows respect and attention. Remembering small details makes people feel special. 3. Be authentic. Don't try to impress or overpromise. People respond best to honesty and sincerity. Next is the power of follow-ups. After meeting someone, send a message, email, or note to say it was nice to meet them. Mention something specific from your conversation. It makes you memorable. Consistent, thoughtful follow-ups turn casual meetings into real relationships. Finally, learn to turn introductions into opportunities. Connect people with common interests or goals. It shows social value. Introduce yourself confidently and briefly. Highlight your strengths or interests. Treat every introduction as a chance to build rapport, trust, and influence. Remember, networking is not about collecting contacts. It's about creating meaningful connections that last. The more genuine effort you put in, the more doors open naturally in life and career. Chapter 12. Building deep relationships. Chapter 12 is about building deep relationships, the kind of connections that go beyond small talk and casual interactions. Moving from casual acquaintances to meaningful bonds takes time, trust, and authenticity. It's not about rushing or forcing closeness. It's about showing genuine interest, care, and respect for the other person. Here's how to build deeper connections. 1. Show vulnerability wisely. Share a small personal story, challenge, or feeling. This makes you human and relatable. But avoid oversharing. Keep it appropriate for the relationship. 2. Listen and support. Be there when someone needs to talk. Offer encouragement or advice only if it's helpful. People remember those who make them feel valued. 3. Be consistent and reliable. Trust grows when people see that you follow through on promises and show up when it matters. Trust and authenticity are the foundation of social power. When people trust you, they confide in you, support you, and include you in their circle. Authenticity makes you memorable and respected. People naturally gravitate toward those who are genuine. Remember, deep relationships are not built in a day. They grow slowly, through consistent care, respect, and honesty. But once they are established, they give you strong social influence, support, and lifelong bonds. Chapter 13. Influence and Persuasion. Chapter 13 is about influence and persuasion, the ability to guide conversations, ideas, and opinions without forcing anyone. Influence is not about manipulation. It's about communicating effectively, being credible, and inspiring others to see your perspective. When done right, it helps you create positive outcomes in social, personal, and professional situations. Here's how to use influence effectively. 1. Listen and understand first. Know what the other person values, fears, or wants. People are more open when they feel understood. 2. Use questions and suggestions. Instead of telling someone what to do, ask guiding questions or offer options. This makes them feel involved and respected. 3. Share stories and examples. People relate better to experiences than abstract ideas. Stories make your point memorable and convincing. Next is being persuasive without being pushy. Avoid pressure, guilt, or ultimatums. Present your ideas clearly, confidently, and positively. Give others space to make their own decisions. Finally, use social influence responsibly. Influence is a tool. Use it to help, inspire, or create value, not to manipulate or harm. When you influence ethically, people trust you, respect you, and are more willing to follow your lead. Remember, true influence comes from credibility, authenticity, and understanding others. When you master these skills, you can guide conversations, create opportunities, and make a positive impact, all while maintaining respect and trust. We've reached the conclusion of this journey, and it's time to recap what we've learned. Over the past 13 chapters, we explored the skills that help you talk to anyone and build meaningful connections. We started with first impressions and the power of confidence. We learned how to master small talk, listen like a pro, and use body language to communicate more than words ever can. We discovered the art of giving compliments, telling stories that captivate, and reading social cues to understand people better. We explored humor, charm, handling awkward situations, and networking. We also looked at how to build deep relationships and use influence and persuasion responsibly. The key takeaway is simple but powerful. Talking to anyone isn't about tricks or fancy lines. It's about authenticity, confidence, and presence. When you carry yourself with genuine interest, warmth, and self-assurance, people naturally respond positively. The skills you've learned are tools, but the real power comes from being your best, most authentic self in every interaction. Remember this: every conversation is an opportunity to connect, to influence, to learn, and to grow. And now, with these tools, you are ready to step into any room and make your presence count. And now, it's time for the final thought, the idea to carry with you into every room, every conversation, and every interaction. Every conversation is a chance to build your world. Walk in confident, speak with purpose, and watch your social power grow. The world listens to those who know how to talk to anyone. And now, that can be you. Remember, it's not about tricks, luck, or trying too hard. It's about showing up as your authentic, confident, and present self. Go out there, Start conversations, make connections, and create the life you want, one conversation at a time.